Welcome to GwinnettDailyPost.com. Todd Klein and Will Hammock here talking baseball. Will, we're talking playoff baseball. Actually, we're talking record-breaking baseball. We talk a lot about teams today. We're going to talk a little bit about more individuals, particularly Christin Stewart over at Providence, having just an absolutely record-breaking year, breaking some records held by Jeff Francoeur.
Yeah, he was the Gwinnett County Player of the Year this year for the Dugout Club. Very impressive to get that award from his the coaches that have seen him play. He's a guy that's had a monster season, 24 home runs. That's a Gwinnett County single-season record. Just really crushing everything he sees. He had 4 homers and 18 RBIs in Providence's last 3-game baseball series. So really just putting up monster numbers. He's a guy with a great left-handed bat, and he's a guy with a bright future, I think, in professional baseball when it comes to it.
We talk about Christin Stewart playing at the Class A level. He breaks a record that lasted just one season. Kevin O'Leary had 23. Both those guys did it kind of at lower levels of high school baseball in Georgia, where Jeff Francoeur hit 20 on the nose at the Class 5A level. Talk a little bit about maybe the differences you see between doing it at a Parkview at the highest level in Georgia, or maybe doing it at these other schools that play against smaller teams.
Yeah, I think a lot of the factors you're looking at, you have to consider ballpark size. I don't think Wesleyan, Providence, or Parkview play in a huge stadium by any means. So it's not a vast, to hit a home run in that park's maybe not as tough as in other parks. But the thing for me, I think at the 5A level, what you're seeing is a lot more depth of pitching. I think each team can run several pitchers out there that can get the job done. Whereas at the Class A level, especially in these playoff series, you're going to have 1 or 2 pitchers, and when you get to Game 3, you're pretty much out of pitching by the time you get to that point in Class A, and that's what you're going to see at a lot of times. I think that's why in Class A you're going to see a lot more home runs probably than you do at the 5A level.
And then finally, we'll kind of put you on the spot a little bit, ask you to kind of rate the seasons. We obviously know Christin's had an awesome season. It isn't even finished yet for Providence. He can add to these numbers. But Jeff Francoeur also had kind of a legendary season his senior year at Parkview. Talk about which one, in your opinion, would be the better season.
I think for me it's Jeff Francoeur at the 5A level. I just think that's so much more competitive at the 5A level. The pitching's so much better to get that done, and obviously Jeff was so highly touted. He didn't get a lot of pitches to see, and obviously Christin's facing that a little bit now. But I just think doing that at the 5A level makes it so much more of an accomplishment. It's similar to what we talk about in the football situation. How do you compare Buford's winning streaks versus Parkview's winning streaks in football? I just really think everything's tougher to do at the 5A level. It's a little more competition, a little more depth. So I'm going to go with Jeff's season being a little bit better than Christin's.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week. Please check back next week at GwinnettDailyPost.com for more Talking Sports.